everybody. I am really excited for this episode. Thank you for joining me on the Why Reading podcast. I have Danny Orloff, who is the Tourism Marketing Director for Visit Reading. This is going to be exciting. There is so much to talk about the exciting opportunities that are happening within our community. This is the guy behind so much of it. But before we get into all of that, let's introduce you. Tell me a little bit about your job at Visit Reading and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm the Tourism Marketing Director for Visit Reading. So I oversee all the marketing efforts that we put together through Visit Reading. We promote leisure travel, so anything you can do within an hour. We're more measured on hotel stays and then credit card spend, social media statistics, and a website. But overall, our main focus is bringing more visitors to Reading and to stay in Reading. So finding cool ways to do that through social media or through anything content related, we try to push out and circulate around to people.
That's really cool. So you have a history with Reading, which is something that I really love, to meet people that have grown up here or had a part of their life here and then left, ventured out, did all the fun things that everybody should and could do when they, hit 18, go, we don't have a full 4-year anniversary here right now. So a lot of people do leave, but then people like you are coming back. Can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you found your way back to Reading?
Yeah, definitely. So I grew up in Regatta, California, just right up the way. It's such a beautiful drive coming down here. Was huge into sports, so I'd always come down here if you wanted competition. Reading was the place to get that for football or basketball, so huge into those two sports.
Danny is a very tall, athletic guy. He doesn't play maybe on the screen, but yeah, I can see that. I can see why you would travel for sports.
Exactly. So trying to get to the competitive level, had to come down here. And it was interesting with the job itself. I just saw it, and it had all these different characteristics, and it really hit the characteristics from like traveling the world and being involved in bigger cities and things of that nature. So growing up in Regatta, I had that small town mindset, but also was able to kind of travel around. We went to Italy as a family and cool places like that. So you can kind of see different ways people are not ways that people are perceived, but places are perceived around the world. So kind of have that world mindset. So was able to kind of witness those things. I was working at Nike before I came down here. And my wife is from Reading. I didn't, so I didn't think we would end up in Reading at all, but the job popped up and it was talking about events and having this like global mindset and marketing background. And I got a degree from Chico State for marketing. So I've always loved the North State. And then once the job came up, I'm like looking into Reading more and more. And I'm like, oh, it's an I-5 town, or it's a, nicely populated. But I just didn't realize the potential it had for vacation. I was kind of more like a Shasta.
Because you lived here.
Exactly.
And you knew people that just lived here and worked here, and you didn't know, like, well, what do you do when you come here? You go to grandma or grandpa's or aunts or uncles and you go have lunch.
Exactly.
And you go to dinner and you live here. But beyond living here.
Yeah. It was like we would do aqua golf. Like after some football games, we'd go to aqua golf, hit a few balls, and then head back to Regatta. And then with Shasta Lake right here, or people call it Lake Shasta, depending on who you are.
It's hard, and people will double check. They'll look at you and you're like, is it?
And then Whiskey Town is like a hidden gem. Just the whole area is so beautiful, and it's kind of more of our local lake. But I didn't really know too much about Whiskey Town. I didn't really put 2 and 2 together about this river that runs through the city, the type of fishing that we have, and all the different like fisheries that kind of, or all the different streams, or all these things that connect into the city. So once I got the job, I got to go down this rabbit hole researching. I ended up buying a mountain bike. It's collecting dust in the garage. I need to ride it more.
You have small kids. That's, that's fair. It comes back around.
Exactly. Hopefully 2 years I'll be out there riding the trails more.
You will.
So those things kind of just kept on popping up. And it was awesome to be like, hey, I didn't see it as this, but now I do. How can I help other people see it as this mecca for outdoor sports that that I'm starting to become more and more pervy to. And I had a great supervisor at the time. His name is Jake Mangus. He's with Dignity Health now, and he was in charge of the chamber. And he really kind of just took me in under his wing right off the bat and was like, hey, first day we're going out to Bernie Falls. We're going out to Lassen. We're doing all of these different things. So it was really cool to be like, hey, this is the job, and this is what you get to showcase of what people can do.
Yeah.
So.
And it's impressive when you start off with that. When you're like, okay, first day on the job, I'm going to go to Bernie Falls. Second day on the job, I'm headed to Lassen. You're like, wow, really? This is kind of bitchin' here. This is pretty cool.
Exactly.
I mean, that's so true. So that's really exciting. Coming here, being able to reestablish and see this community through different eyes that you had from growing up, because like we said, growing up, it's just a pattern of life. You have, everybody does in any community, no matter where you are. You go through the patterns of your day to day. But coming back here with eyes as with a young family, B, with a professional degree, seeing some amazing opportunity for the community to really showcase what we have here that people aren't seeing. For me, being in real estate right now, it's kind of surprising that the average home buyer is 40 years old. That's your first time home buyer. How do you think that plays into the tourism and what Redding itself can bring in, and the people that are starting to, see this place with new, fresh eyes that have left and now coming back? What are some of the events and things that have really captured and brought some of that crowd? Like, I have a feeling you guys are fully responsible for the Lake Redding Regatta revival.
Yes.
That was amazing. I have my flag in my downstairs. I'm such a supporter. Yeah, I was there.
It gives me goosebumps.
Next year,
awesome.
I'm going to compete. I told myself I would do it in the beginner, slowpoke, grandma. I'll be on my knees doing it. But to do it, to be part of the community.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that individuals, whether they have a family or not, whether they're single, whether they're, older than you or I, or younger than you and I, what are some of the cool, fun activities that are hitting in our community that you guys have been doing?
Oh, wow. Well, first, like, to touch on the regatta, that's so awesome because of just bringing back the history and being able to be a catalyst for that. There's so many different partners in Redding as a whole, people who want to be involved in the community and just have a lending hand to be able to support you. When I think about Redding, I think about, like, Brian, when I was getting the job, it's a generational town, like a 3-generational town. So you mentioned the first time home buyers being 40 years old. It's kind of right in that middle of the generations where you have the grandparents and then they have their young children. I think about the events like Cool April Nights, and it's kind of like that classic car that Grandpa held on to because he had his first kiss in that car or whatever, kind of bring those memories up and those nostalgic time frames for them, but now kind of seeing it pass along through generations. So Cool April Nights is one of those things where it's like, hey, that's definitely a Redding thing.
It is. When I moved here, I hadn't cruised since I was in high school. I'm old enough. I'm in my mid 40s, so I'm old enough when cruising was like what you did because you didn't have cell phones and stuff. So when I moved here, I saw that. I was like, I texted my girlfriends that we used to cruise with. I was like, look at this. This is awesome.
It is so cool. It's like you're like in a flashback into like a 1950s movie.
It's so fun. Yeah. It is so fun.
So there's like that aspect of Cool April Nights, but then there's kind of like this Western aspect with the rodeo. And I think now we're going on 78 years of the rodeo. So just this classic Western small town where they're teaching each generation how to do those things, whether it's how to be a cowboy or about those pieces in the car, how to make sure like something lasts, year on end over and over. So
I think that's one thing that I see through my eyes, and I'm curious on your take. I think it's really cool that Redding still has the rodeo grounds downtown. I think it is. We are a cowboy town. We have cowboy spirit, but we also have this new growth and development in our downtown. So I'm really excited to see how our community utilizes our downtown and our riverfront equally and in a shared fashion. I know that we have Turtle Bay and some really fun events like our Glowing Wild and Christmas Festival.
Yes, Garden of Lights.
Garden of Lights. That was a struggle.
Yep, no, you're good.
What are the winter events that Visit Reading has coming or that we can be excited about?
Yeah, so what's really cool is the tree downtown. So coming up on December 5th, they'll have the tree lighting, which is over 100 years of a tradition, just coming downtown and lighting a tree.
Over 100 years?
Yeah, I think it's I want to say 1913. Don't quote me on that exact year, but in between like the 13th. Exactly. We'll have the comments. It was 1917, not 1913. But right in that time period. So you kind of have the whole community gathering together. That's actually going to be the opening of the public market downtown. So Reading Public Market is going to be open.
So exciting.
I believe as well it's going to be the opening for the entertainment zone. So being able to get a cocktail at any participating restaurant, walk around downtown with essentially an open container. Yeah. So that's coming up. The Christmas Parade, Cascade Christmas down at the Cascade Theater. The Nutcracker as well. So a lot of these like smaller town events are going to be taken over downtown, and then with multiple restaurants in the market, it's going to be really cool to be able to just have the really communal spirit. I don't know how else to explain it.
There's going to be energy.
Yeah.
There's going to be energy because people are going to be able to walk the streets. And I think that that's something that is so beautiful to see our community building into and leaning into is the bike paths, the walkability with the entertainment district. Being able that is something that, being from other places, being able to experience other communities around the world. That's what you do when you go travel is you go throw your stuff in the room and then you go beat feet and you're like, hey, where can I go eat? What can I go see? Where can I go get a cocktail? What can I go eat? It's exactly. What's the walking tours? And so some of the things that your website is so beautiful. Okay. I didn't bring it because I didn't want to embarrass myself, but I've told this story number of times that when I moved here, the first thing I did is I wrote to the chamber and I was, because I saw on the website that they would send you a little welcome packet. Yeah. And so I did. Yeah. I was like, I want to see what's up with my community. So I got it and I got the Reading trail map, and my kids were tiny then. They were both able to fit in the double bob stroller. Oh, yes. And I hit every single trail that I could take that. And I've been watching the Visit Reading website change in the 5 years I've been here. It is beautiful. The work that you guys have put into showcasing our community in a fun, energetic, and really professional manner is so good to see. What are some of the, like I was going to highlight the walking trail, the mural trail that you guys have done. What are some of the other things that are on the website that you want people to know about? Yeah,
I think so we kind of have it sectioned out into a few different sections. If you're coming from out of town, the stay section, because we're funded off a hotel stay, so I got to plug that one first.
Yes, please do. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so the stay page, you'll break down different Airbnbs or RV parks or hotels to stay at. We have a growing hotel community right now too, which is cool to see that it's more kind of taxes coming in to help out everyone, police, fire. For us, the itineraries is something that we're going to be growing on more so. The blogs on our site as well, they'll be more niche or niche, but however people say for their audiences.
Yeah, it depends on the audience.
Exactly. So the itineraries page, and then just the things to do and top attractions. I think sometimes you'll be surprised on the things that there are to do here. Like they even do a helicopter tour at the
that
Air
is
Shasta.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can fly over like Shasta Dam and Whiskey Town and over the river. Cool. We usually have like our travel riders do that so they get the lay of the land from an aerial perspective.
Very cool.
Fly fishing, of course, if you haven't been on the river.
World class.
Yes.
World class.
It is crazy. And the Shasta Dam, the caverns, all these small attractions are like within 15 to 20 minutes around us. Yeah. But they're all kind of found on the things to do or the Get Outside page. Okay. If you are into the outdoors at all, the Get Outside page kind of breaks it down. And we try to make it like the not endless scroll, but also like the endless clicks on something. So maybe it might circle back to each other. But on the mountain biking page specifically, you can kind of go into individual sections. There's kind of 5 sections that we're broken out towards, whether it's like Whiskey Town or the West Side Trails or Sacramento River and their trails. They're all kind of broken out. So just on the website, you can kind of find those things as well on the Get Outside page and the trails.
That's awesome. Yeah. And soon, dining and
exactly. Yes, can't forget the dining.
Oh, we're getting some great. We already have some great restaurants here. We already have some amazing places just doing really good food, but we're getting even more, which is so fun.
And it's cool to see because there's going to be different types of food that are coming up too, especially with the market coming up. I'm excited for like homemade pizza and. They have like a homemade sausage / hot dog place coming online.
That when I was listening to the rollout of like Bad Dog and what's going to happen there, I was instantly transported back to college. I was like, oh gosh, I'm going to find myself there having a 2 a.m. hot dog. I just know it. Right? It's going to be, it'll be a messy good time.
Exactly.
But I'm really excited about that. Let's go forward. Let's get excited about the big bombshell that Reading has coming that I am super duper thrilled about. Being an outdoors community, we have a couple things that I think you're going to tell us were probably helpful in getting this big event to our community, like maybe the rollout of some new connections to like the Denver airport and being able to bring more people like that to the community. But we have... I'll let you roll it out. What do we have coming? We have
Ironman 70.3 coming to town. So excited about it. So it's going to be Ironman Northern California. They ended up using the Sundial Bridge as the logo. We were trying to get it to be Ironman Reading, but Northern California made sense with Sacramento being Ironman California and for the full Ironman. So
no hurt feelings on that. It's okay.
Right?
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay. They're cool.
Northern California, it's all cool.
Exactly.
But Reading someday.
Exactly. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be the the full marathon whenever it comes to just Reading.
Go.
There's enough pavement and
there is
and water for everybody to be able to have a full marathon here. So that's super exciting. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Choose Reading. They're the ones funding Ironman to come here. So shout out to them. They focus more on sports events and groups while we're on the leisure space. So being able to have a partnership with them is really cool. And just the Ironman team has been so welcoming. Of course, they want it to be just as successful as we do too. So it's going to be hard because it's in August, so a little bit hotter, but we're just going to be the hottest Ironman race out there.
I'm aware of that. Yeah. I made a promise because I did one 10 years ago. I did the half in New Orleans, and it was, anytime you do a race of any caliber, 5K, 10K, there's a feeling of accomplishment, right? No matter what you're doing, it feels good. But it was an overwhelming feeling, and so I told myself I would do it here in Reading, and then I started thinking August. Whew, that's gonna be warm,
right?
But what time is it? We're gonna start early, right?
Think it's 6 a.m. start.
Early start.
Yeah,
golden. It'll be the golden hour.
Exactly. They should be done before noon, and I'm knowing us like the heat is around 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, some people will be done by noon. I'm hoping for like a 7. I'm not a competitor on this. I'm a finisher. Let's be right. Yes. I will be there. Like, I'm going to be high-fiving everybody that's passing me. I'm going to be like, you get this, you got this. Just, pick me up if I fall. I just want to finish. So I'll be a finisher, not a competitor. So, maybe I'll be past noon. Maybe I'll be past noon, but.
And that's totally fine.
There's a lot of tricks to running cool, ice down the jersey and all the things. So we'll use all the tricks. Reading will show up. And I think that's cool. I have talked, there's a buzz in the community just about the fun events. And I think that Reading is really showing up. What's your take on community participation and involvement?
Overwhelming support. Even to talk about the regatta. So like for that piece, the regatta is a kayak race. It used to be boat races back in the 1930s. And they would race that strip by Diesel Horse Bridge on the Sacramento River. And it was something that I just saw it on the sign, and it said like the regatta was there underneath the Diesel Horse Bridge. If you walk by, you'll see like this faded sign, and was starting to go down the history rabbit hole. Talked to the historical society. I'm like, hey, have you guys heard of this regatta? And they're like, oh, the Whiskey Town Regatta. I'm like, no, it's called Lake Reading Regatta. And I did more and more research, found all these newspapers, and then so after calling them, we got their support that they would want to help out. And then the Lions Club were like, hey, do you guys want to help support? Because they do the Sundial Splash, which is a huge event in June for just going downriver and having a community paddle. But I was like, there's no one racing on the river for this outside of the California River Quest, which is a race like 50 to 100 miles downriver. So it doesn't just stay in the hub of Reading. But We talked to Fall River. Yeah. So it's a cool one. Yeah. California River Quest. But we talked to like Fall River. They're like, oh, we'll do a beer for it. More and more people just were like, yeah, we'll show up for it. So just like those things, like it's on its third year now. Last year, I think it was 55 participants raced. The year before that was 70. And it was this weird thing where like we had a ton of racers, but not a lot of spectators. And then it flipped, a lot of spectators, but not a lot of racers this last year. So now we kind of have both angles, and you'll probably race next year.
I will do both. I will spectate, and I will be in the beginner. It's supposed to be stand-up paddleboard, but I'll be on my knees.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I had to do it real quick. I popped on my knees this last year. I'm not going to race this next year, but
you'll spectate and cheer.
Spectate, exactly.
I was a big cheer. I had my kids there. We were eating popcorn, getting faces painted.
Yeah.
I had a great beer. I got my flag.
Yes.
I mean, it was also really cool just to see people in their beautiful boats. And it was educational. I'm not a huge paddler, and it made me want to be part of the community that was there. How about that? It was like, oh, these people are fun. Maybe I want to be fun like them. And
exactly.
And those kinds of things are really happening here in Reading. So the regatta and the triathlon. What else do we have?
The Lemurian as well in May. Yes.
Great.
So Lemurian, I think, is coming up on its 40th. Anniversary, so a mountain biking race. Lemurian paying homage to Mount Shasta, the Lemurians. But they have that mountain bike race, which is huge. And what I've noticed, kind of, you mentioned it, like there's just cool communities like the paddling community. All these mini communities are so accepting. Like they want to just teach you and like be a part of it and hang out and grab a beer afterwards. Like it's just such a welcoming town. We're working on like marketing plans and things like that. And a lot of it kind of goes back down to like, what activity do you want to do? And then what is the group that does that activity?
Yeah.
And that's how like sometimes Reading will get its accolades. So like we were a top kayaking destination in Time magazine back in like 2017.
Oh, no kidding.
Unofficial kayak capital of the US. Yeah. Through Time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, and they found that out based on Facebook groups. In the Facebook group and amount of paddlers in that group at that time period.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's like those little groups. The angling community is huge. I mean, there's probably more than 50 different guides that can take you on the river at any given day. And of course there's competition because there's so many fish in the water, but everyone is like nice to each other. It's just, don't ride a jet ski over their fishing line. But besides that, like you're totally good. And everyone's really welcoming, which is really nice to kind of see. I'm trying to think of more things that are coming up, like concerts on the lawn at the Civic next year will be awesome too.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't know. Are you guys part of, do you guys have your hand in who's coming and how that plays out? Do you guys?
Not really. I wish that would be fun.
I was like, let's talk. I'll start texting you someone jamming in my car. We're like, this would be fun.
No, they're the experts, so we'll leave the experts with them on how it works with Polestar. I know they use a lot of that, the magazine that kind of rates different artists and if they'll sell out or not, or what's the target audience. But they do a great job pulling in different ones. For us, we kind of focus on being the megaphone to highlight different things for people to do when they're here. Not as much organizing, but sometimes I'll just find myself being a part of things like organizing, like you mentioned about the mural walk or like those kind of things downtown. We had a good partnership with REU, so Reading Electric and Utility. They're amazing over there, but we partnered and did these boxes downtown.
Those look so pretty.
Yeah, they're awesome. They donated to it, and we ended up hiring a project manager from Viva Downtown. His name is Carlo. He does a lot of the art shows in the IOF Hall, which is an old building in downtown.
It's hard. You've said it enough times that you got it right out without hesitation. IOF. Yeah. It's a big one. It's a good job.
Thank you. It's hard sometimes, but I practice a lot. Yeah. I was doing my practice in the car, you know.
It's like your vocal. Hey.
Exactly. So like the boxes, they donated the boxes. They're like, hey, we'll donate some money as well to pay these artists. So there's 20 artists that did 20 boxes downtown. So a lot of different styles and kind of connecting it together. There'll be like more tours coming up with like a walktail tour where you can grab a drink and like walk around to different restaurants. So it's cool that everything is kind of coming together. But like I said, like REU, they were so supportive on donating to beautify downtown with those boxes. So it was cool on there. And then also like the economic impact from those artists. They were able to get funding and do something that they love as well. So hopefully it's all this synergy that people are connected, and one thing might affect another without even knowing it. Like, hey, let's go do that walk. And then they stumble into a restaurant, or they stumble into a store, and those kind of things.
Right.
I have a mentor. His name is John Truitt, and he works, he's the director for Viva Downtown. And one of the things when we're talking about all these big ideas, he said, you want to make sure that women feel safe in downtown, because the men will follow. And ways to do that were through art. So like even the Welcome to Reading sign, Visit Reading was a part of it on finding an artist. Her name is Steffi. She goes by Have a Nice Day. But we were looking at this wall, and it was a blank wall. And we'll do influencer partnerships for people to come into town. And we were kind of thinking, and it was, do we do somebody who's going to be traveling up to Bend next? And we're competing with Bend and Medford and Portland's next and Seattle.
We are competing with them because we are just as good.
Exactly.
We have more to offer than they do. I love those communities, but we have so much more.
Exactly.
And I don't know why I'm whispering it, because I do want everybody to know we have so much more.
Well, it feels like a secret, so it's like
it does feel like a secret, and you have to whisper, but we don't want that. We want everyone to know.
Exactly. So like, people are feeling welcome. So we decided to go with the mural and pay an influencer for that. She has like 100,000 followers or something crazy, where it's like, it's kind of the gift that keeps giving, because now people are taking photos in front of it.
I do it.
Yeah,
I take pictures every time. I'm like, oh, look at that. And it's like, oh, look at the sun today, and look at the mural.
Exactly. So
guilty.
It was one of those things where we're like, oh, we'll compete with other social media posts by the influencer, or have this influencer make an impact, and then more people are taking photos. So like, we'll try to do those things. And we chose that artist because it just was fun. It was bubbly. It was. It had like a cool, just welcoming feeling to it, and being Welcome to Reading downtown. Like, those are the things we want to be able to get behind. And she's done partnerships with like Honda and Coachella and Hilton and all these big names. So like, finding ways to associate Reading with these bigger names too only helps elevate the brand. And I think that's something that we really want to be like a part of, is being able to elevate the brand and how people view and see Reading. You think of Napa, you're going to think of the wine. You think of these different areas, and you think of something associated with it. With us, we want to continue to think about the outdoors and the things that we have to offer in this up and coming art scene and food scene. And it's interesting because a lot of people just drive by on the freeway, but it's like, hey, within a football field's length, there's a river that you're not seeing because there's a few trees.
Right.
You can see the top of the Sundial Bridge, but just enough for curiosity, in which I enjoy, because I think those who are curious and willing to step outside of the norm or the comfort zone are the ones that are coming here and loving it. So it's like that level of stoke is so high that they're able to pass that along. So it's like this cool thing that's building, and it's like, hey, you want to be a part of it? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's continue to grow. And even with Ironman coming and these other things, it's like the average person racing is in their like lower 40s, like below 45, and they have an average
babies.
They're just babies.
They're babies. They're absolute babies.
Exactly. So young 40-year-olds are the average people racing, and they're making 6 figures. It's showing like, hey, on a world-class level, we can compete on this half marathon or full marathons or triathlons, and we want you to come here and invest, start up a new business. Like, I think that's kind of what I want to see more of also, is cool people doing cool things in our area.
Yeah.
And just seeing those things grow and give opportunity to others to witness those things. We could always use more like bike rentals and kayak rentals and ATV rentals and things to do the things. So then not everyone has the gear to get out and go, but being able to, equip them with that.
Yes.
You go to Oregon in the dunes, and they're going to give you the ATV or the.
There's 6 places to go rent.
Exactly.
Yeah, you go down the street, and they're like, oh, here. And we have a couple.
Yeah, we do.
But more, please.
Exactly.
Sure.
You think of the boardwalk, you think of like different beach towns. You can rent a beach cruiser or a surfboard on anywhere. So how do we get to there? But I think we are there also on different ways. Like, call your guide, but don't call him the night before you want to take him out. Like, plan those trips, because I think when you plan them and be very thoughtful, it's like you can hit everything here, from Lassen in one day, Whiskey Town the next, and you're fishing on the Sacramento River the morning before you head out of town. It's like you're not doing that anywhere else. But,
okay. I'm going to put you totally on the spot, and you had no idea this was going to come. So you can have a second to think about it. I'm going to ask you to give me an itinerary for somebody in their 20s traveling with their buddy.
Okay.
You're here for 2 days. What would you tell them to do?
Perfect. Ooh.
I'm going to ask you for each category of traveler, like, and then you got a family coming, and then you have some retired visitors.
Do they have do these 20-year-olds? Do they have like equipment, or they're just pulling off the freeway?
Let's say the 20-year-olds have a lot of equipment. They don't have children yet. They're not. They've got money. They don't think they have money, but they have more money than they realize when they become our age.
Yes. So. I would do. They got 2 kayaks and they got a mountain bike on the
awesome.
back. Yeah, so we
love that visitor.
That's perfect. It's like it looks like a postcard on like an adventure place. So the itinerary starts off with them doing a little sunset paddle or sunrise paddle. So they go out to Whiskey Town. They're gonna paddle sunrise real quick. They throw the kayaks on top. Then they're gonna head up to Crystal Creek Falls. Check out a beautiful waterfall that's a half a mile walk in. It's ADA friendly as well. So they're going to hit that up. Then they're going to kind of come back into town, grab lunch. It's hard not to shout out one business, but
I get that. Yeah. And I get it.
There's so many places.
Head
downtown. I'm kind of calling us like Burger Town, USA, or Burger City. There's so many places to grab a burger.
It's true. Totally true.
There is.
Especially in our downtown. Yeah. I'm rolling through them, and I won't do it.
Right.
Sam, we'll play. I won't put you in a especially game on.
There is. I'll give one a shout out because they deserve it. Dan Burger. I mean,
classic.
Yes, the original smash burger. They don't claim it as much, but I'm like, you guys are the OG smash burger. Like before anyone else, you guys were smashing the burgers, and now it's a cool trendy thing. But you can grab a burger downtown at Dan Burger. After that, your fishing guide is ready to take you out. So you go ahead and go out on the river, little half day, float from like Sundial Bridge all the way down to, let's call it Bonneview. We'll go down to Bonneview. You get out at Bonneview. You get dropped off at your bikes, and then you just cruise the river trail real quick. And then you want an afternoon coffee, you can grab some great coffee around as well. You come back, you grab dinner at another cool spot. And like that's your 1 day itinerary real quick for that age
I love
group.
it. I love it.
Yeah. So there's so much. I mean, we could even go day 2 and go outside of Reading, but that's like
there's too much. There's already too much to do. You're like, and then I want you to do this, and then I want to take you here. Okay, somebody with a family.
Yeah,
a 1 day. Let's do a 1 day.
1 day as well. Okay, family. I think. We're gonna start them off at the pump track.
Killer.
Yeah. So we want pump track at Caldwell Park, and they're gonna come down to the new one just a little bit on the east side, the paved pump track.
Okay.
So there's the junior pump track at Caldwell, and then a little bit farther east will be like the new paved pump track, where they can have their skateboards, their scooters, their bikes, but they're kind of cruising that out. And then they can grab a quick breakfast somewhere, and then right afterwards we want to get their energy out. So we got to go to Turtle Bay.
Yeah, of course.
Get Turtle Bay going. They can like learn a little bit, like low energy levels, and then we'll go ahead and like grab lunch real quick. From there, we'll hit up something like a rare air.
Yeah.
We'll do more like jumping and those kind of things. Maybe go to Ninja Coalition where they can like, you know, get more of their like
bounce it out.
Exactly. After that, there's some good like local ice cream places.
Oh, there are.
You can just taste and see and go to wherever. Shout out to them. They make their own ice cream and then pizza as well. So you can get like pizza and lunch. After that, there's this cool alpaca farm that you can go out to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be like a cool alpaca farm, or you can do things like
I should do that with my family. Thanks for putting that in my head.
Yeah, of course.
That sounds fun.
There's like All Fired Up, which is like a place where you can kind of like paint and do ceramics. You'd have to ship it, or you just have to come back for a second trip.
Come back.
Yeah.
Come back. So my dad always says when he goes somewhere and he really enjoys it, he says, I think I left my sunglasses there.
Exactly.
So you'll leave your pottery here.
Yeah.
So you can come back.
I usually leave a cell phone charger, but that's typically on accident. Hopefully not like earpods or things to come back for, but after that, I think there's like a fun, cool kid store. It's downtown too. I know Ferris Wheel Kids just opened up, so a good way for them to like get a book or a cool piece of art and those kind of things. And then they're gonna end up at the park after that, where there's like live music or just kind of more of a communal vibe. You can get like more adult food or corn dogs. I'm not saying that's not adult food, but
hey. depending on the time of
exactly
night, coming in early morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then they can hit that up, and there's other breweries that you can take kids to as well. So if parents want to get a little nightcap, Tap House is great, or Poor Boys Tap House. Yeah, they can do like Checkers there, or Fall River is another great one that the kids can still play a little bit and then kind of go back for hopefully a nice mellow night with the family.
Cool. Yeah. And your last hit, and because we're going to run out of time, I could talk to you. Like, this is fun because it's our community, and we're getting countless things to do.
Yeah.
A quick hit: if you're retired, what are you going to do when you come to Reading for a day?
Oh, tired.
Retired.
Oh, if I'm retired.
I'm already tired, but
retired. It's almost both. You are tired if you're retired, maybe, or maybe you have the little adrenaline. There's like a core 3 that I think of always. Wellness is huge. I didn't touch on wellness that much, but we have a lot of different wellness opportunities. Whether you want to do like salt caves and kind of more on your respiratory system, or you can do cryotherapy. I don't know if they want to do cryotherapy. But we have mud baths. We have the waterfalls to kind of like really like just relax and think about. So there's like that level, and then birding is huge. Just where we're at, birding.
There's some people out there that know.
Yes, they have their book, and there's a lot. We had a travel writer come up. He was from I think it was BuzzFeed or Thrillist magazine.
Cool.
One of these cool bigger publications, and we were like, hey, we have some rare birds like the magpie.
The Stellar Jay.
Yeah.
Learn about.
Yes. So you can go birding. There's like great parks to go to. Like Norpond is beautiful. Caldwell, Clover Creek Preserve, Turtle Bay East. All these places you can kind of find some birds. The Sacramento River Trail is awesome. However far you want to walk.
Yeah.
You can. Shasta Dam's great. The caverns
that's true.
also.
That's fun.
Yeah. More steps in the caverns than other places, but I mean, it's a whole new world when you get inside there.
The theater room that they've beefed that up and changed it. It's
exactly.
You get the chills. It's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. And then the Cascade Theater also. I mean, you're going to catch like the North State Symphony there, or the Nutcracker, or those kind of things.
We've had some really great shows come through recently, and it's because we're growing and doing what we're doing. It's true. You can catch a great show, comedy, drama, it's cool.
It is. And the Cascade Theater, like it's Art Deco themed. Yeah. You step in and it's going to feel like that carpet is from like PDX in Portland. They have their special carpet on the ground. Mm-hmm. The Cascade has a cool carpet too. Like seeing the Cascades carpet is like, let's make that iconic. Like, I almost want like a blazer just of the Cascade carpet.
Dang. Yeah. Dancing with the Stars. You need to be on it, and you need to wear that.
Wear
that needs
carpet,
to be your thing.
Yes, that could. The carpet cardigan or something. Yes. And then some wineries downtown too. There's like either wine bars or just a winery with New Clairvaux downtown. Mm-hmm. Bernsini's out there in Cottonwood, and they'll get another new downtown location or a place to serve as well soon, hopefully. So we'll see them kind of grow, and then Grape Escape is there as well, and then West Side Tap and Cork is downtown also. So like there's like this little like wine
walk.
Exactly, wine walks. We did this thing called Wine on Pine before, because Pine Street is there and iconic.
Yes.
Shout out Mimi Mosley and Marty. They kind of were thinking of that name, and then we took it and ran with it, and we did like a little event with them and 4 different wineries. So it was really cool to do that. But yeah, the wine downtown is great. Art galleries as well, like North Valley Art League is awesome. The Art Hunger is great as well. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm on the spot. There's so many more.
There's so much you want. You don't want to leave anybody out.
Exactly.
And there is so much to highlight.
Exactly.
Well, this is awesome. I again, like I said, we could talk forever and ever, and hopefully we'll do this again.
Yeah.
But let everybody here know where they can find more about this community.
Yeah.
Send them to the website. Give them all the details that you want them to know.
Awesome. So you can find us at visitreading.com. You can also email us info@visitreading.com. We're super excited for the future. We're on multiple like social media platforms. So if you just type in Visit Reading on Facebook, Instagram, X, we'll be on those platforms. But to find us on the future, if you want to shoot us an email on a cool itinerary that you might have, we're excited to rev more in the itineraries. Maybe we'll get you on an itinerary, see what you would want to do.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
I want to do that I haven't done.
Right.
Or have done many times, and I think is so cool.
Exactly. I think so. We're going to rev on there. But yeah, visitreading.com is where you can find us. And we always try to stay up to date and have relevant information that's useful for everybody. So cool. Something that we're always trying to do.
Well, you guys go check it out. I did, which is what led me to this conversation. It's a gorgeous website. Also, stay tuned for more episodes. Follow along. You can also find more information on my Why Reading website and my website. Stay tuned. Reading is growing. Reading is fun. Come visit. Share the love. Make some pottery and leave it behind.
Yes.
Come back.
Come back.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. This was great.